One of the many reasons I love living in North Carolina is because we truly have 4 seasons: winter, spring, summer, and fall. The fall 2019 edition of the Martini Buyer Guide has just been released, and it simply and effectively communicates the current opportunity for someone that is thinking of buying, selling, or refinancing real estate, not just for someone in Raleigh, not just for someone in the Triangle of North Carolina, not just for someone in North Carolina, but anyone who is thinking about buying a home anywhere in the U.S. This is episode 73 of the Martini Mortgage Podcast, and it's all about the fall 2019 Martini Buyer Guide, which is available by going to www.martinibuyerguide.com.
This is the Martini Mortgage Podcast with Kevin Martini.
Hello and welcome. I am Kevin Martini, and my co-author Logan Martini and I have both finished the final edits and are pleased to announce that right now, at this moment, the fall 2019 edition of Things to Consider When Buying a Home, called the Martini Buyer Guide, has just been published and is available for free by going to www.martinibuyerguide.com. What is the Martini Buyer Guide? Simply put, the Martini Buyer Guide is published 4 times a year, and myself and Logan Martini co-author it to simply and effectively communicate the current market opportunity. The fall edition is over 20 pages and is divided into 3 sections. Section number 1 highlights what is happening in the housing market. Section 2 goes over what you need to know before buying a home. And the third section covers what you can expect when buying a home. Now, I have been in the financial services since the late 80s. However, I'm still a very young man. I have exclusively been in the mortgage arena here in North Carolina since 2006, and during my tenure, I have seen all different markets. Yes, different markets. I use the word different because I do not believe there is a bad real estate market, nor do I believe there is a good real estate market. I just believe there are markets. Some markets may have challenges, and some markets might have opportunities. Right now, it is my opinion the current market is a ground floor opportunity. I believe that owning a home is a great way to build family wealth. I have firsthand confirmation of this fact. According to the most recent survey done by Gallup, I am not alone in this thesis about home ownership. Americans have picked real estate as the best long-term investment for the 6th year in a row. Americans believe that housing is a better investment than stocks. Americans believe that housing is a better investment than savings accounts. Americans believe that housing is a better investment than gold. Just think about this for a moment. Of the top 4 investments, in other words, real estate, stocks, savings accounts, and gold, real estate is the only investment that you can also live in. If you're serious about growing your assets and making the most powerful investment in your family's future, you need to check out the Martini Buyer Guide. Yes, the guide is 100% free. However, just because it's free, it does not mean it's not packed with priceless information. For free and instant access to the Martini Buyer Guide, just go to www.martinibuyerguide.com and check out that article on page 5, which is based on the Gallup survey. Logan and I are mortgage strategists, and we help families secure the lowest cost of borrowing for their home. A very popular question we are asked is, what is the latest on interest rates? I'm sad to share there is just not enough time on this podcast for me to answer this question. However, we address not only where interest rates are headed, but also where home prices are headed in the fall edition of the Martini Buyer Guide. Let me give you a sneak peek as it relates to interest rates. Even small increases or decreases in interest rates have a significant impact on your monthly cost. Right now, at the time of this recording, mortgage rates are not just historic, they are darn right epic. Lower home loan rates amplify one's buying power. If buying a home is on your short list of goals that you would like to achieve, then just give me, Kevin Martini, or give Logan Martini a jingle at 919-238-4934 to help determine your next best move. Now let me shift gears and go off topic for a moment. It is important to know that the headlines capture the attentions of many. However, many do not read the full article. Right now, there's a ton of talk about a recession, and many people have recent memories of the last recession, which was the Great Recession. First, here is a fact. A recession will happen, and recessions are not bad since they are part of a normal economic cycle. Most, and I mean most, believe that when there's a recession, it will not resemble the last recession. I say this because it's my opinion. The housing market is in no way in the same format that it was just over a decade. Very atypical conditions caused the last recession. As we look ahead into the next recession, and I say look ahead because it's not if a recession will happen, it is when a recession will happen, because a recession is part of a normal, healthy economic cycle. Right now, there are many things that are different. There was abundance of homes for sale during the last recession. However, today, the supply is very tight. During the last recession, there were designer loan programs available to risky borrowers, but today, many folks have taken out a predictable 30-year fixed rate mortgage. Right now, it is my opinion, the housing market is much less riskier than it has been over the last decade. Is buying a home right for you and your family? I do not know. However, I do know that Logan and I have created the Fall 2019 Martini Buyer Guide to help you make an educated decision, not just based on the headlines, but based on the data. The Martini Buyer Guide will share what is happening in the housing market that you need to know. The Martini Buyer Guide will share what you need to know before you buy. The Martini Buyer Guide will share what to expect when buying a home. You can get instant access for free by going to www.martinibuyerguide.com. As you read the Martini Buyer Guide, I'm sure you're going to have questions and concerns about buying a home. Do not fret. It is natural. Know that Logan and I would love to talk about what you read as well as help you on the path to buying your new home. In closing, I believe there is never a substitute for education, and that is why Logan and I curate the Fall 2019 Martini Buyer Guide. Enjoy it and get your copy by going to www.martinibuyerguide.com.
The Martini Mortgage Group makes real estate dreams a reality with trusted advice in a stress-free environment with great rates and on-time closings while providing a world-class experience. If you or someone you know has questions about the current mortgage rates or the current mortgage programs, please reach out to the Martini Mortgage Group at 919-238-4934. The information contained in this podcast presentation is for general product information purposes only. Arklatex Financial Services, LLC, NMLS number 2143, doing business as Benchmark Mortgage, makes no representations or warranties of any kind expressed or implied about the completeness, reliability, suitability, or availability with respect to the information, products, or services. All loans subject to borrower qualifying. Other restrictions may apply. Branch Manager Kevin Martini, NMLS number 143962. Branch located at 5650 Six Forks Road, Suite 101, Raleigh, North Carolina 27609. Contact the branch by calling 919-238-4934. Equal housing opportunity.